get someone that doesn't want to take action to take action. What's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Unconscious Communication Secrets. You're tuned in with me, Munir. Oh, I have a guest. I have a guest on my show today. Hello. You weren't meant to come on, but you're coming on. Hello. Say hello to everyone.
Hello.
Hello. Good boy. There's the camera today. Here. You want to say hi? Say hello.
Hi.
Bravo. Good stuff. Let me go to my video. So what's up, everyone? Today we're talking about understanding beliefs. Beliefs are the key to getting people to take action. It's why people don't take action. And when you understand this, it's going to be extremely, extremely powerful. So let's get going. So today, talking about understanding beliefs. What stops people from taking action? Now, I want you to imagine something, right? Imagine there's a road and you have this big boulder in the way, right? In order for you to progress further, you need to kind of move that boulder out the way. You need to you need to clear the path in order to get further. And that's what we mean by when we talk about beliefs. It's specifically limiting beliefs. Like a limiting belief can be something that stands in people's way. All right. Nicole, great to see you. Thanks for tuning in. As always, great to see you. All right. So today we're talking about limiting beliefs. Now, so you want to move this boulder out the way in order to progress further. And so I want to give you a couple of examples of what I mean by limiting beliefs. Sometimes many of us, we have, and we all have limiting beliefs. We all have two types of beliefs. We have empowering beliefs, the things that we believe about ourselves that empower us. And then we also have these limiting beliefs that prevent us from moving forward. So what are examples of limiting beliefs? I am not good with money. That's a limiting belief. I just can't seem to lose weight. Limiting belief. People don't take me seriously. I am unorganized. I am too old to do something. I am too young to do something. The economy is against me, or the economy is terrible. I am, like whenever we say I am, right? I am not confident, right? That's a limiting belief. If let's say, if this person doesn't come, then they don't respect me. That's a limiting belief. 2020 is like a lot of people, we all like there are memes that go around everywhere. 2020 is like this, it's that. 2020 is this, that, whatever. These are all limiting beliefs. And the challenge is here, if we don't challenge them, right? If you're in a selling environment, like you're trying to get a result, if you leave that unchecked, it's going to cause problems. And in yourself, if you leave limiting beliefs unchecked, unchallenged, then it can cause further challenges later in life, right? And so I want to talk about limiting beliefs, not just in a persuasion aspect, but it can also it can make a massive difference in your life. So let me tell you, right? How can you change a belief? So let's talk about how can you change a belief. This is what we're here for, after all. Okay. So, all right. Now, when I was living in the UK and I initially started my job and I was going door to door. That was my first job, going door to door sales. And I had just started. I just come out of university, and I'd grown up in Oman. I was not born and raised in. I was not raised in the UK. So after university, like I had a few limiting beliefs, right, within myself and my abilities. Now I was there one day, and I was with my trainer, a guy named Richo, and Richo was like, "Look, Munir, let's sit down, let's have a chat." And he said to me, "You know, Munir, I really think you could be doing better. Like you could be doing so much better than you're doing right now. What's holding you back? What's going on? Like, you're not at the top of your game. And I said, look, Richo, I'm not like you guys. Like, I'm not from the UK. I haven't been doing it as long as you guys have, so I'm not gonna be as good as you guys. Like, it's just the way, right? And he kind of challenged me, and he said, well, Munir, is that really true? Is that really true? Because I don't know if you know, just in the other team, they have a guy that's also not from here. Have you met this guy? He has a bit of an accent. And I was like, yeah. I was like, and he's younger than you, so you can, and he's just joined. And this guy's doing better than you. Like, what's going on over there? What, like, you're saying that it's because you haven't been here as long as us. It's because you're not from here. But what about that guy? That guy, I mean, are you anywhere? Like, he used to stack shelves at Tesco. Like, what's going on with you? I mean, you have a degree. I thought like you're supposed to be smart. And then, so first of all, he said, is that really true? And as soon as he said that, I was like, oh man, yeah, he's kind of got me there. My excuses are invalid now. And then he went, okay. And then he started stacking the pain on top of that. And he did it in a friendly way, but he was like, look, I mean, if you continue this way, then you're going to be the worst performer in this office. Like, is that something that you'd want? I mean, are you going to let newbies that are coming in just outsell you? And how are you going to survive? Like, we're on a commission-based job here. If you don't sell, you're not going to be supporting yourself. You told me that you wanted to do this, you wanted to do that, you wanted to do this. How are you going to pay for all those things? And stack the pain. And I was just like, oh, wow. And then afterwards, I was just like, okay, you know what? Look, I'm gonna do it. I'll make it happen. Whatever happens, like, you're right. I can't let this guy beat me. I can't let these new guys that have come in that also aren't from here and also, like, they have less experience than I have. I'm not gonna let them beat me. So I went in and I started crushing it. And once I understood the power of breaking limiting beliefs. And Richo also started telling me, well, this, like, how we did that with you is sometimes you want to do that with customers because people have limiting beliefs. So how do you break those? So let me talk to you about breaking beliefs, okay? So first of all, how do, like, we form beliefs in our lives based on all our experiences, all the things that we go through. These kind of form our beliefs in our mind, right? These both empowering and disempowering. Now, I just want to talk about how our brain structures information and what is the cause of problems. And that comes down to how our brain stores information. Because you see, on a daily basis, we receive so much information. We receive so much visual information, auditory information, and kinesthetic information. And your brain can't store everything. Well, I mean, your unconscious is very powerful, but in order to cope with all the amount of information, your brain deletes information, it distorts information, and it generalizes. So what do I mean by that? So when you have a memory, for example, you don't remember every aspect of the information because you deleted little aspects of it. You distort things because, for example, you don't remember the whole speech. So for example, you delete it and you distort it, you paraphrase, for example, right? Like, this person said this. Well, they didn't exactly say that. You distorted it a little bit, right? And then we also generalize. So in order to cope with all these bits of information, we generalize. So all people are, all men are, these are generalizations. That's how our brain starts to cope. Sometimes it's very useful. If you're a person that generalizes life is beautiful, you're living life through an amazing filter that really assists you. If, however, you think the opposite, then it's disturbing you. So, how do we encounter beliefs? What do we do when we encounter a belief? First of all, you want to challenge kindly. What do I mean by that? If someone comes at you and they have a limiting belief, if you just go up and say, "No, you're wrong," or "You're an idiot," or "What the hell's wrong with you?" then you're not going to get very far. I'm gonna guess that your approach may not work. So you want to challenge kindly. So and like when Richo spoke to me in my example, like when Richo came to me and he said, "Well, is that really true? I mean, yeah, I get, yeah, you're not from here, and yeah, we've been here a bit longer, but is that really true? Is that really the reason you're not performing? Because there's a guy over there that isn't doing well." Like, he didn't come right out and say, "Munir, you're an idiot. Stop making silly excuses," right? Even though sometimes maybe he thought that, but he'd been doing this long enough to know what to instinctively do. So you want to challenge kindly. And then once you challenge kindly, so you got to realize that questions are the answer. Questions are the answer. So you want to ask questions that uncover. So when we talk about delete, distort, generalize, right? When you ask questions, it starts to break the pattern. It starts to create more information. It starts to disintegrate the problem. So, like I can't do that. Well, has there ever been a time where you did do something like that? Like I can't speak to people. Well, has there ever been a time where you did speak to people? So they like, when I can't speak to people, they're deleting all the times that they've spoken to people, right? Or yeah, it's just I can't. I don't know if it's something that I can do. Has anyone ever done something like this, or is this always true? Is there someone who has, like, when you give someone examples, then they have to say, okay, this excuse that I've had is not valid because there are people that have overdone this. And by the way, when we watch motivational videos, when you watch a motivational video, what happens when you watch a motivational video? It motivates you because for a split second you are seeing someone that is doing something that you thought was impossible. Right? Or defying an excuse that you've had. However, it's somewhat motivational in the moment, but you're not applying it to a specific action in time. So you're not getting like a crazy result. You're just getting motivated in the moment and then coming back down. But when you do this in a moment where there's a problem, then it can overcome the problem. And this is why this is so powerful. By asking these questions, then maybe they might remember, like, oh yeah, Colonel Sanders did it when he was 60. So I can't really say I'm too old. Okay. So something along those lines. So is there a person who has, this person didn't call, they don't respect me, right? That's a limiting belief. If you say something like, in what way does them not calling mean that they don't respect you? When you ask questions, like intelligent questions, all you got to know is questions are the answer. Asking intelligent questions can unravel problems. All right. And so these are just some examples of questions that you might want to ask. Giving alternative examples, like I said, when in my example, when I was gave excuses, and then Richo initially said, "Is that true?" And then he gave me a couple of examples that I'd known. And when you give those alternate examples, you're kind of like, okay, what I'm saying doesn't really have legs to stand on. And that's what a belief is. Like, imagine belief is like a table with like little like legs. You gotta knock those legs from under the table in order to help a person, to get them to take action. You see, when I talk about persuasion in my eyes is getting someone to take action. Getting someone to take action can mean a sale, but it can also mean changing someone's life, changing a bad habit, changing a disempowering state or belief or behavior. And so this is really the key to doing it. All right. So you want to give them an alternative example. Then another way is also associating pain and pleasure to their belief. Like, look, I mean, I know that in a number of, for example, I used to think that I could not speak in public. I could not do public speaking very well. And when I lost an opportunity of a lifetime because I couldn't present to people, and I got so upset, I got so angry, I got so, forgive me, pissed off with the result and the fact that I had just allowed myself to lose out on an opportunity of a lifetime, that I said never again. And if you can get someone to associate enough pain and pleasure to that limiting belief, then they just say, you know what, screw it. And all it takes is a moment in time. Think of someone that, like, oh, I can't quit smoking. I can't do this. I can't quit this. I can't do that. I can't. And then the doctor says, you're going to die if you don't. Boop, quit. They've associated enough pain or pleasure. The doctor is like amazing at at persuasion. Well, they've got the authority, which is another topic. But you see, in that moment, a doctor creates, boom, authority, like gets them to take action because he associates enough pain to keeping that belief, and enough pleasure to getting rid of that belief. And when someone associates enough pain to getting rid of that belief, magic happens. All right. So that's associating pain and pleasure. Hold on one second. And okay. Ah, there we go. All right. Okay, so where's the... All right, there we go. So associating enough pain and pleasure. Cool. So then next is, when conversing, no, oh, I got the wrong phrase of that page. All right, so that's basically it for today. So understanding beliefs, so powerful in getting people to take action. And this is hugely important, not just in getting people to take action, but also in our own lives. Like, you want to understand this at a whole nother level for yourself, to overcome some limiting beliefs yourself. And when you can understand this really, really well, you start to identify what are the beliefs that are holding you back, and then what are the ways that you can start to challenge them yourself, which is sometimes a little bit more challenging. Anyhow, if you're interested more in learning about beliefs and how we think, and things like deletion, deletions, distortions, generalization, things like that, concepts like that, then you want to check out my NLP webinar that's happening on Wednesday. You can go to uaenlp.com and register over there. It's a free webinar. It's about 90 minutes. I'm going to take you through the introduction to NLP. I will show you how literally using NLP. NLP is the science of the mind, how we think, right? When I talked about deletions, distortions, generalization, that's an NLP concept. It takes how we think and starts to allow you to influence other people, influence yourself, and manage your emotional states at a much higher level. So highly recommend it. Check out uaenlp.com. It's a free webinar, and I'll take you through what NLP is, with Neuro-Linguistic Programming, what it is, how it works, and then also give you an opportunity to become a certified NLP person if that's something that you'd like to do. So definitely check it out. It's a free webinar happening on Wednesday, 8 p.m. UAE time. Other than that, I want to thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate you, and I will catch you on another video very, very soon. And if you have not, please do subscribe to my channel. My YouTube channel is right there. And I will catch you on another video real soon. Peace out, one love. And I'll see you soon.